Hey everyone, I'm here at Super Regionals and I'm joined by three members of the reigning world champions NRG. We've got Yamin the mid laner, King Kenneth the jungler, and Emilito the ADC slash troll on the team. Welcome guys, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited to have you here. So we got some questions for you. It's traditional stuff that you probably don't want to answer, but that's the fun of it. So we're going to start off with a little bit of team discussion probably. Who would you say is your strongest player?
The king, of course. That's the easy one.
I think everyone is strong in the team, but Kenneth definitely outshines all of us.
Yeah, man, the prince.
Easy peasy. And is that you guys are saying mechanically or just overall?
I think overall, like,
Yeah, probably overall.
Who would you say is your strongest mechanical player?
The king.
The
Once again.
I would say Yamin actually is insane.
Yeah, Yamin's a beast.
No one else can play Chiron middle. That takes
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
another level
There you
of
go, man.
mechanics in the
Non-blushing.
mid lane.
He's really good at hitting that too.
That's right. All right. What would you say you guys' best team strength is?
Game knowledge in general, and then just I don't know, we generally like on the same page when it comes to like drafting and stuff, and we have a good just general good understanding of the game and drafting and like how to play it out, how to execute drafts and stuff like that.
How much would you say that comes down to you guys being together as a team for so long? Is that a big part of that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Then like you know,
Also being good friends.
yeah, I
helps.
was gonna say that's really important. You know, like the bonding with everything. You know, we've been
Mhm.
on vacation together and all that stuff. It's really good for us.
Yeah, going to the beach as a team sounds like a good time. That's for sure.
That's how you get good.
That's right. All right. So, what would you say are your biggest weaknesses? The points that you guys still try and work on the most?
I think our biggest weaknesses is like ourselves. Like we sometimes we get in our own heads and just like mix up everything.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, we can get sometimes. Is that in our own heads and just messes with you, and you need to get out of that. And sometimes it happens that multiple people get it at the same time, so we kind of go down like this bad, spiral, and everything stops going bad, and then like everyone just has like a talk, and then everything starts going better and better again.
It's whenever ML picks Arachne jungle in your games. I love that screenshot. What was it, like 2 and 20 or something like that
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
uses?
That's my boy Hemlik.
That's good stuff. All right. What would you say? What's your main goal? What was your main goal coming into season 3?
Not losing. Like, to be honest, like we didn't really necessarily want to, like obviously we didn't want to lose, but the first couple of lands we went to this year was mainly just to have fun and kind of just do more bonding and just like turn LAN into a more fun environment rather than, because LAN is extremely stressful.
Yeah.
Especially like when you have a lot on the line, and obviously we have a lot of pressure from fans and everyone because we've been dominant for so long. So people expect us to just go out and win everything, and that puts a lot of pressure on us. But yeah, we've just kind of been going into the mentality of having a bit more fun at the LANs and not just being just like talk strat, and like win, like just enjoy it a bit more. And I think that's been kind of good. But now we've changed into the mentality of now we wanna win. Like this is when it gets serious, because
the
the
fun
other
part
lands,
is over.
yeah, the other lands, if we didn't win, we didn't necessarily lose out on too much. Maybe a bit of money, maybe a bit of pride, but that would be it. But now we really wanna win worlds again. Like there's no kidding now.
Do you think that your mentality now to have a little bit more fun while still keeping it serious is better than what you had, going into season 2 at Super Regionals and Worlds and things like that?
I think it's a good mentality to have. Like the fun part. You need to be able to relax and cool down, like after the games and between. Like if you just stressed all the time, it gets really hard, and you just need to learn to relax and enjoy it a lot more, or a bit more.
Awesome. So you mentioned it a little bit, like you guys go on vacation and that kind of stuff. What else do you do as a team outside of Smite?
I mean, we just hang out on TeamSpeak, watch movies, everything like that.
It's
Just
different
chill.
games.
Different games, play Overwatch, play this and that, yell at each other. Everything helps.
What was the last movie you guys watched together?
Which one was it?
It was the witch one, right?
Yeah, the witch. I
Or the
think so.
goat.
It was a
Yeah,
horror
the-
movie.
Yeah, it was the goat.
The goat.
Yeah, the goat witch.
Wait, is that the one where they were in the forest? But
Yeah, the shitty one.
yeah.
The goat witch is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
The movie.
I was like, I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah, he had a
Okay.
really good voice in the movie though.
All right, there you go. All right, how did you guys talk me through how you formed as a team way back when?
Right. Emil, this is your story to tell.
So basically, me and iReffer, we played on 2 different teams at the, I think it was season 1 regionals, and we both lost, obviously, because we were not good at the game. And then, like, after the tournament, we were just, like, speaking to each other and, like, yeah, let's form a team next season. And that's what we did. We picked up players one by one, and here we are.
But it didn't like happen overnight. You guys weren't this world
No.
beaters right away.
No.
How was that sort of journey for you guys going from Challenger Cup to now?
I think, like, it helped us out a lot, like, to what we became today, because, like, I think everyone thinks, like, we just, like, happen to be the best in the world, but we actually, like, worked our asses off to get it, like, the title, and, yeah, it's been rough times, and it's been good times, and that's why we're the best, I think.
What do you guys think whenever you watch like super teams be formed? You know, you see teams like SOAR come together where it's a bunch of players who are at the top all at once, try and make a team, whereas you guys were in a completely different spot. How do you think that team dynamic would work as opposed to how you guys came up?
I mean, they always end up, like, disappointing us. When they form, like, a super team, they were, like, supposed to be, like, the best in the region. It's like, they just flop, like, they're just bad.
Do you guys want a big super team in North America to go against?
Yes.
No.
Come on.
Yes.
I want to win. Come on.
Give me 3 worlds. I'll take it.
All right. Okay, let's see here. I know you guys went on your boot camp. Talk me through that. What was that like?
It was a really good time actually. We I don't really know what to tell you. It was just a boot camp. We went there, had fun.
First
some
time in
drinks,
London.
Scrimmed. Yeah, just enjoyed it. Checked out London, which was really cool because I've only been there once before, and the others have never been there, I think. So, it was a really cool experience, and we just got to practice a lot. And the thing is, when we go to boot camp, we kind of, because when we scrim at home, like, obviously when we scrim, we try and stuff, but it's not necessarily like full discipline as it would be like, when we play SPL games, that's, pretty much when we always play our hearts out, and like there's no, it's always disciplined, but, when you play scrims at home and stuff, it can get relaxing and stuff, even especially when you play teams that aren't necessarily very strong right now. It gets hard to play discipline against them because you don't necessarily need to play your best to be winning those scrims, so you kind of start like trolling in ways, and you have a bit too much fun. But then we go into this boot camp, and it's just like everyone's just got so
like
much discipline. It's just like we're playing SPL games every scrim, and we're we can feel like how we're improving and like how our drafting is getting better, and everything like that.
I think a lot of people when they hear boot camp think of you guys locked in a dark room for 14 hours a day playing nothing but Smite. Is it anything like that? I mean, you said you guys explored London. Is it more about bonding as a team than actually scrimming?
It's a bit of both. It's definitely about bonding, but it's also about like getting the practice in. We do play a lot more with each other at bootcamp because we're all sitting with each other, and then like we'll play some ranked, and then we'll go out, check it around, go for some food, maybe grab a beer or something, just have a good time, and then we'll go back, scrim, and yeah.
The best way to scrim with some drinks. Absolutely. Who did you guys scrim for the most of that? Do you guys have a dedicated scrim partner?
No, we kind of scrim anyone right now. We scrimmed mainly Dignitas and Orbit, I believe, at the bootcamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only those two we were scrimming then. Yeah.
How does Dignitas look? How do you think they're gonna do in the group stages?
It's gonna be rough, man. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. I think I've got an idea of what you're gonna answer. But what would you think is your greatest accomplishment as a team?
Winning Worlds.
Yeah, it's Defo World.
Yeah.
By far.
Does it mean a lot to you guys the way that you have been so dominant in your stretch? Like, wins are wins, but does it make you feel better that, you guys haven't even been contested for most of the last, couple months?
Obviously it feels good, but also I'd also say like it's kind of bad to win like for too long in a way, because as I said earlier, with like us wanting to have more fun with LAN and like not necessarily just going there to win, was just kind of because we also we were just slacking more on everything because we just we didn't feel the need to like prove ourselves anymore because we felt we already have, and that can really hurt you, and that's generally what seems to happen after teams accomplish something great. They will fall off because they feel like they've done what they wanted to, and now it's hard to keep that level of motivation up.
Do you think that teams play differently against you? Do you like prepare for a team and think, okay, this is the way they play, and then they come in and do something different? Like, do you feel like there's that aura around you guys of intimidation almost?
Maybe it used to be before. Like I definitely say it used to be before, especially like in a spell and stuff. Like people just wouldn't play like you'd expect.
They play
them
like
to.
super scared.
Yeah, like people would be too passive against us. Like when we expect them to be aggressive and everything, and it's like that just makes it way easier for us, obviously. But I think recently people have started being like, no, we're gonna fight these guys. Like we're gonna prove we can do this and that, and then they end up losing anyway. But
I think I think that there were teams on both sides of that coin though. Like you would look at Cringe Crew who would drop games to teams that they really shouldn't be losing to, and then they'd come and play you guys and give you great games.
yeah, that is true. Like generally what happens with Cringe Crew is we go into the first game and we just like smash them or something. Like we have a really good game and then go into the second one. And generally what seems to happen for us, especially against them, is that like we start underestimating them a bit because we just had the like first easy game and it's like, alright, these guys aren't very good. We should have this easy, and then like we still prepare our drafts and everything, but we're like maybe we can try and let this through, and like you try yeah you try and like hide picks or something for the next game because you think you won't need to bring out your A game, and then it just ends up biting us in the ass.
Yeah, that's what happened here a couple weeks ago. I mean, you guys, that was like one of the most dominating Smite games ever in game one, and then they come back and win game two. Are you guys surprised that, I mean, I know it was unfortunate what happened during the gauntlet with Zeros losing power and all that kind of stuff, but do you think that Cringe Crew would be a stronger team to deal with than Dignitas at this stage?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I definitely think they have stronger LAN performances, and I also think they
Just a better team
are
overall.
the better team, yeah.
All right, awesome. What is the shot calling dynamic for you guys? I know that you do a lot of it, Kenneth, but who else who's giving you the most information?
It's a lot of like when we want to do towers and objectives, or like towers, or like Goldfield or whatever. A lot of that input I get from Emil when saying like, okay, I have tower damage now, and like I'm ready to push and stuff like that, and I'll try to shot call around that. But everyone gives information, and but yeah, it's.
I say Rafa has a lot of like
I was
input
just
in
about to
the
say, yeah.
3v3 mid fights when it comes to fighting around mid camps and stuff like that.
So whenever you're playing Freya, you just never say that you have tower damage.
Exactly.
You're just like, all right, we have to deicide them or else we can't push anything.
Yeah. It's usually, I say like, yeah, I have demonic grip now, we win the game.
3 items, good to go. That's all you need. Do you guys have a theory crafter? Is there one of you that like sits around and just thinks about some weird stuff?
I think we all do it, like a decent amount.
Is there any, I'm not asking to give anything away, but have you theory crafted anything spicy for us here at Super Regionals?
Nothing spicy, I wouldn't say. Just
no Arachne ADC?
We got some ideas.
we're gonna bring some stuff out that people might have forgotten.
That's awesome. And do you guys have any pregame rituals that you like to do? I mean, you've been to so many lands. Is there something that you like to make sure that you're doing so that you're in your comfort zone?
Yeah, we do about 2 shots and a glass of beer.
Just get into that nice buzz range.
Yeah.
That's when you play best. No, I think that's it then.